Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Driven Fearless. Today I like to talk about healing. Um, my healing journey. Whew, it's been tough. Healing is one of the most hardest yet most worth it things that you could ever do or choose to do for yourself. My hair's a mess. Um, So what I want to talk today about, I started my healing journey right around the same time that I woke, shortly after I woke up. Um, it's been tough. Most people throughout their lifetime face some type of trauma, and trauma tends to linger. It's harder to overcome, harder to process, harder to heal. Not that it's impossible, obviously. We're all very well capable of healing our souls. Um, but for me, it's been difficult. But I would not change a single thing about it because it has made me who I am, and I've learned so much about myself, about my being, about the world, and how things work. So, for instance, actually, give me a second. We'll get there. I don't want to get distracted because I will. Some tools for healing. Okay, so when I first started to work on my self healing and self love, meditation was huge for me. I sometimes would sit for hours in my room by myself, just in my own world, and learning about myself and what I am and what I have to offer, and trying to deprogram all these world bullcrap that is programmed onto you since you're born. Like, it is ridiculous. We're like, okay, for instance, let's use this for a good example, right? Like, different type of music you listen to, the frequencies, the hertz that are coming off of them are, I'm trying to think of how I want to explain it. They're made to keep your mind prisoner. TV shows, they are called programs for a reason. They program you. They program you to think that to feel that you're supposed to think a certain way or be a certain way, or whatever the case may be. So until I really kind of grasped that whole concept, I didn't. I was like, you're fucking nuts. Excuse my language. You're forking nuts. You're forking nuts. You forker. Why do I keep doing that? Oh my god. Help me now. But anyways. Um. But anyways, yeah. Everything around you is designed to keep you asleep, to keep you prisoner in whatever the hell this is. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know, because I don't know all the answers. I just know certain things that have helped me and other people that are friends of mine, family members. It's also helped them. So as I learn, I always try to pass on my information, and as others learn, I love when they pass their information to me. Um, One of my things. Okay, back. Let's go back. Let's just take a couple steps back here. Okay, so one of the main things that helped me when I first was waking up was meditation. It's kind of hard at first because it's really hard when you're just starting out to shut off your thought patterns and shut off the world around you, pretty much. Like, you're just trying to be in one with yourself. And what helped me was I would put light meditation music on while I try to meditate, and when I first started, I started sitting up because every time I tried to lay down and meditate, I'd get so comfortable I would fall asleep. So, when I was first starting out, I was very much so trying to stay sitting up so that I didn't fall asleep. But also, another thing that's really, really has helped me through my healing experiences there's this thing called it's the mirror of wait, let me think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Like out. The mirror exercise. That's what it is. See, guys, I told you it was gonna come out over time. I just gotta get it out. Get it out. Okay, so the mirror exercise. It is incredible, and it is a tool you definitely would like to have in your bag if you are trying to do self-healing and self-love exercises. The mirror exercise, I believe the first time I heard about it or anything about it was through Jeff and Sheila's Twin Flame Ascension School. And not that I was in their school, but I really liked to listen in and to hear, or not to listen in, to check in and see these things that they were posting because they really did help me. So maybe if you're interested, you're more than willing. I recommend you do your research. Go ahead, check them out. But their exercise, so when I first started this exercise, I used to sit literally in the mirror and talk to myself, and it sounds crazy, but it helped so much. You're gonna probably cry, and you may get angry, like but don't try to close off your emotions. Allow yourself to see from an outside perspective. Like, for instance, think of yourself as, well, your higher self, exactly what it is. Try to see from your highest perspective rather than in the moment of what you're feeling, in the moment of what you're facing or going through. I try, and now granted, it takes practice. It definitely takes practice. It took me a long time before I actually got it down to the point where I could go through a mirroring exercise and be able to process everything that I was feeling in that same session. Usually when I first started, it would take me a number of sessions of trying to work on the same thing before I could really get results and see the healing actually, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, to actually see the difference with inside myself. The mirror exercise worked really well for me for traumas, for triggers, for pretty much anything. You just mirror the shit out of it. You angry? Go mirror that shit. Girl, why you angry today? Girl, I'm angry because this motherfucker pissed me off. Motherfucker piss you off? Oh, how he pissed you off? Well, this bitch done told me that I was you know what I mean? So sit with it. Sit with yourself and actually try to understand yourself. Like, I would sit there and I would say, Tasha, why are you so angry? Like, what about this situation has made you so angry? And 90% of the time, it had nothing to do with what happened. Granted, that what happened in the moment pissed me off or upset me, yes. But the real root of it was deeper. There was something more going. Okay, for example, right? Let's use this shirt example here. Okay, so say you're walking down the street and somebody makes a comment to you about your shirt. Oh, that's not a cool shirt, girl. I don't know why you're wearing that. And it pisses you off. And you're like, why the hell did I get so angry about Susie Q's opinion of my shirt? Like, no offense, Susie Q, but your opinion doesn't matter. I like my shirt. So you sit with it, and you sit and you try to process your feelings of why you were so frustrated in that moment. Majority of the time it will lead back to something along the lines of, well, when I was younger, I got bullied for the type of clothing I wore, and that's why I was so angry at Susie Q. Fuck you, Susie Q. Really, we're sorry, Susie Q. That's not what I mean, but you know what I mean. I'm just, yeah. Anyway, okay, so, but anyways, I hope you got the gist of that. I wasn't trying to be a dick to Susie Q or Rachel Ray or whoever the hell, hey, you know what I mean. I was just trying to use an example of triggering and why you're triggered, or why you could be triggered, you know what I mean? So like, no matter what it is that is triggering you in that very moment, there's majority of the time a deeper root to what is bothering you. So yes, so say your boyfriend, you come home from work and your boyfriend has been home for the past, say, 2 hours. Say he gets off earlier than you, and when you come home, there's shit laying everywhere, right? And you get pissed off. You're like, dude, you've been home for 2 hours. Like, how hard is it? Why couldn't you pick that up? So you sit with it and you sit with it. And usually there's a deeper root to it. Maybe when you were younger, your mom was on your butt and she's like, as soon as you walked in that door, she was like, you need to make sure this, and this is done. And that may be a trigger to you. So when you walk in the house, and this is a perfect excuse for programming, right? Like, our parents and our ancestors tend to pass things down. It's not always intentional. It could be like their parents, that's how they were raised, and they just continued the same cycles down and down and down, right? So sometimes it's not even like that, and most of the time they're even unaware of what's going on. They're not even aware that it's cycles, that there's so much to this. Okay, so me and my cousin were talking about this the other day. Okay, we're talking about ancestral cycles. So for instance, let's use teen pregnancy, right? So let's say for the past 3 generations of your family, you have had teen pregnancies, 16 and under, or whatever the case may be. Ooh, a cicada. Huh, sorry. So, for instance, your past 3 generations have had teen pregnancies, and it just seems to be a family thing that kind of keeps just getting passed down and passed down and passed down until somebody is strong enough and aware enough to break them cycles. For instance, that's a perfect example for my family. It's one of our things that we have tend to pass down through the ancestors, through the generations. Teen pregnancy ran pretty big in my family for quite a few generations, and at a young age, I knew that I did not want to be a teen mom. No, nothing against teen moms. God bless you. Y'all are true, girl. You get it, because I could not handle that. I could barely handle myself as a teenager, let alone another human being. Okay, so like, anyways, yeah, that was something that was passed down through like generations through my family, and I knew at a young age that's not what I wanted for myself, and I knew that I was going to be the one to break the cycle, because I was aware enough to know that it was a cycle and that I didn't want to continue that cycle. And that could be used for anything, like anything, abusiveness, addiction, literally anything can be passed down through generations. It's just like learned traits. Like, you learn so much shit from your parents, and your parents learn so much shit from their parents, and it's not to say that anybody's parenting skills were bad. No, that's what we knew at the moment. That's how we knew to handle things. That's how we knew how to do things. Like, it's a whole new learning experience, even for parents, and it's harder for them. I personally feel it may be a little harder for them to learn how to heal themselves, because not that it's harder for them to learn how to heal themselves. I feel it's just harder for them because they have more to heal from this lifetime. I mean, we all have multiple lifetimes. Not all of us have multiple lifetimes. I I don't really know how all the multiple lifetime thing works. I know I personally have multiple lifetimes here because I've through healing myself, through meditation, and through the mirroring exercise, I've learned different things that have followed me through past lifetimes into this one. Like for instance, okay, it's a little off subject, but it kind of ties in a little bit. I've always had this like thing against blood. Like I hate blood. I cannot do blood. If I have children, and I pray to God I have this healed by then, but if I have children and they scuff their knee, my husband is going to be the one to bandage them and clean them up. Okay, so taking it back a step here. I've always had this thing against, not against blood, but like I've always just hated blood. It freaks me out. I literally faint. I'm not even kidding you. Okay, funny story, right? On my first day of my job that I'm at the moment, I work in a warehouse, and on my first day of this job, I cut myself and I passed out. Oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. If it wasn't for the lead, Dave, thank you, Dave. You know which Dave I'm talking about. If it wasn't for him being right beside me at the time this all happened to like kind of catch me and put me in a chair, I probably would have smashed my head open, and I scared the shit out of him. He's like, I didn't know what to do. I thought I had to go get the defibrillator things. You know, I don't know what the hell they're called, but you know what I mean. The things that wake you up when you know the electrified. Anyways, yeah. So that's a little funny story. But anyway, so I've always had this thing with blood. I've never liked blood, and literally about a month ago, I finally realized through meditation and through the mirror exercise where it truly started and deprived from. In a past life of mine, I was brutally beaten and sacrificed, and my guides and God, I asked them to kind of, now I always pray for help. I always pray for guidance, and I always make sure to pray God or source of 100% light. Archangel Michael of 100% light, so that I am sure I'm getting the purest form of what I am asking for help from, if you're following. So I asked my guides to please like give me a little video clip of what had happened at the origin of this phobia, we'll say, because it is kind of pretty much a phobia. I freaking hate blood. Hate it. I hate cuts. I hate anything that bleeds. I don't want nothing to do with it. I stay clear. So in this video, I'm not going to tell you the whole past life experience, but past life regression. I'm sorry. I guess that's the correct terminology for it. I was sitting in my meditation, and I asked my guides to please give me a video-ish of what had happened so that I could understand why I was this way with blood. And there's more to the story. I'm not going to go completely into it. Maybe in another video, I'll do a video just on like my past life regressions that I've uncovered. I haven't uncovered full past lives yet. I've uncovered mainly the shit that's like tragic because I'm trying to heal. So as I'm trying to heal and I'm being triggered, I'm not forced, but I'm willing and wanting to go back to these past lives so that I can truly understand why I'm feeling this way and why I act this way or why I react this way. And the past life that we're talking about now, I was a male, and I'll just give you a quick little recap of it. So in my vision I had, I was a male, and I was in this like old like diner type thing, and there was a female there, and this guy was kind of picking on her. So like I kind of went over and like defended her and was like, you know, you shouldn't be talking to her like that. Like, you're more than welcome to sit with me. Like, now granted, these aren't my exact words, but I'm giving you the gist of what had happened. So after defending this girl, like, her and I then left the diner. We walked off, and as we were walking to go back to my place, this car pulled up and there were 4 guys in it, and 2 jumped out of the back and beat the living shit out of me and pretty much knocked me out so that I have no idea what the hell is going on, threw me in the trunk, took me to this. I don't want to say it was a church, but it definitely had a church feel to it. Like it felt like a church. And they took me in and tied me up front, and there was quite a few of them. They were in robes. Mainly, the majority of them were in navy blue. Like, I can't even. They were just like long, like dress robes, not like the robe you tie, like a full one fit, like you put over your head type of long robe. And most of them were navy blue. The 2 guys that were doing all the torture stuff were in white, and the guy that was watching them, which I guess would have been like their chief, or their like their leader, their whatever you would want to call it. He kind of stood right by me to, I guess, oversee what was going on. There was one guy in a black robe who I kind of like got the vibe that like he was not a priest, but like that he was something of that nature. Like he was there to like do some type of like I honestly I cannot tell you what they were doing. I have no fucking idea. But the point is, so back to the story. I guess I've been telling you the story the whole time. But so I got drug into this thing, and I was at the front of the building. There was like seats and stuff behind me, like people were watching it. Like it literally felt like church. Like I was at the altar of a church on the stage, and that's how it felt. And these 2 guys took me up there, the ones that were in the white robes, and they began to beat me. And during this going on here, my guides also showed me the girl that I was walking with at the time. After they didn't touch her, they beat the shit out of me and took me. She ran back to where I lived. I don't know how she knew. I don't know if I told her. I don't know all the details. I just know what so far I have uncovered. And she ran back to the house to tell my grandpa, because I lived with my grandpa. And so my grandpa and her get in his car and they start driving around. They trying to locate the car that took me so that they could figure out where I was, because obviously they felt I was in danger. I just got the shit beat out of me and thrown in the trunk. So of course that screams danger, right? So I guess somehow they found me, and my grandpa came in this building looking for me, and it was a horrible, I mean, I know he was just trying to defend me. He was coming to try to protect me and save me, and unfortunately, he got wrapped into my mess, and they started to torture him, and now they stopped torturing me to make me watch him be tortured. So in my vision, they showed me they were beating him with clubs, they were cutting him with knives, they were doing a lot of effed up crap. I couldn't even watch all of it. I like I said, I have a blood fetish, and as the blood started to spill, I automatically went into like schizo mode, and I'm like, oh, I can't watch this. Like, fast forward, guys, like just fast forward to the part where I need to see why I'm so this way. So they fast forward me. They showed me he was dead. He was laying on the, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It was like a stage. Like I said, it reminded me of a church. It reminded me like up by the podium, how like the stages is. So they showed me him laying there dead, and then they started to come back to me again. And at this point, I was like, all right, God, I can't really handle to see much more of what they really did to me. So I was like, I just need to see the parts that I need to see that help me understand why I'm so this way. So the part that got me the most, and I think this is one of the reasons why I'm the way I am with blood. The part that got me the most is they had a knife and they literally were like cutting me down my neck, like the whole, and I mean the whole way around, to watch me drain. And like literally to watch my blood drain. And that, like, I've even like little paper cuts creep me out. Like, I feel like they're not, like, in my mind they are not a paper cut, they are this gaping huge slash that's like 10 feet long, and like I'm gonna die. I know that's like crazy, but that's just how it was. And ever since I uncovered that part of it, it's helped me a little bit not be as horrible when it comes to blood. I mean, I'm still very skittish and I'm very much not a fan of blood. I don't want nothing to do with blood, but it helped me understand why I am that way. And that was just a little, well, not a little story. That's kind of just like the rundown of it. But anyway, so let's move on. So yeah, like I was saying, healing, it's not easy. It is very hard to be able to go into your darkest, deepest secrets and try to heal them. Like, it's not easy. And I give anybody out there who is working on your self-healing and your self-love and your self-growth, I give you so much props, because I know how freaking hard this shit is, man. I know it is hard. There's days when I'm like, I can't do this, and God will like trigger me to like try to bring something up, and I'm like, not today. I just, you gotta give me a minute. Like, let me just breathe here, and we'll get back into it in a second. Like, it's hard. So I covered meditation. I covered the mirror exercise. What else am I trying to cover here? Okay, I covered triggers, self-healing, meditation. I feel like a broken record. Ricka, 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 what? Ricka, 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 who? Ricka, ricka, me. Ricka, ricka, what? Woo. Yeah. Check out that DJ. I'm by another river today. I'm not by the same one I was by in my previous video. This one I think is called Black Creek, and it's a little creek right by where I live. My boyfriend keeps calling me, but I'm in the middle of a video, so I'm not going to answer. Sorry, babe, if you see this. That's why I didn't answer. Okay. Black Creek. There's not very much to it. It's just a little tiny little creek. There used to be a little dam over there. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. And there's another part of the dam right there. But yeah, it's super low. I don't even know if you guys can see that. See? Looks pretty though. Let's sit myself back down over here. Okay. But yeah, I'm sure I'll do more videos, because after I finish a video, I tend to think of like, oh, I really should have said this, or I really should have talked about this. And oh my God, it smells like fresh cut grass right where I am. Oh, I want to roll in it like a dog. Maybe I will. Ain't gonna hurt nobody, but make me smell like fresh cut grass. But yeah, so like I said, I may eventually at some point do another video on healing. Maybe I'll actually get a tablet this time and write down some keynotes I want to talk about, because I tend to get all over the place. Guys, please just bear with me, because like I said, I am new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I am doing. But I have wanted to do this for years. And I'm tired of telling myself, oh, well, wait until you have the right camera, or wait until you're got in a better situation, or wait until whatever. No, that's it. I'm done waiting. So you're getting the raw version. As I learn, you're gonna see how I grow and evolve into a better vlogger. Because, I mean, like I said, right now I have no idea what I'm doing, but I am winging it because this is one of my dreams. One of my dreams is reaching as many people as I possibly can and helping every single one of them, or in some way or another. Hopefully I can help them all wake up and see the truth and see how amazing every single one of you are, and how incredible and how capable every single one of you are of achieving your dreams. We've been taught for so long that things are impossible. When I dream big. Like, I dream big. Majority of people tell me I'm never going to be able to accomplish my dreams, but watch me. Watch. That's all I got to say. Because I'm determined, and where there's a will, there is a way. And trust me, I have plenty enough will to go around. So I will find my way. And if I can't find a way, I will make one. But yeah, so that was my video for you guys today, and I hope y'all had fun. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Let's just show you some of this great greenery. Fill in that vibe, yeah. Feel it in the air. Should I go do a dance for you in the background before we leave off? Should I do some dances? Let me see. Now I'm going down a hill, so see that cool moonwalk? You see that moonwalk? Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. You are the best, and I love you. Just so you know, I love you. But anywho, so I love you guys. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all come chill with me some more. And I hope y'all forgive me for a little bit of the chaos within my videos, because like I said, I am new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am learning as I go. So no more excuses for me. I'm grabbing the bull by the horns and I'm riding that bitch. And I curse, and I'm pretty sure I cursed numerous times through this video, which I did not want to do. I've wanted to have this a curse-free channel, but like I told y'all before, I have a little bit of a potty mouth, and I am extremely sorry. So, viewer discretion is advised. Adult language. Disclaimer. Adult language. I love you guys. I'm nuts. It's okay. God made me this way for a reason, and I hope to inspire every single one of you to allow your weirdness flag to fly, because, hey baby, we all got some weirdness in us, and why not love it and accept it? Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.